Assalamualaikum grade 10. How are you? I hope all of you are fine. I hope all of you are healthy, wealthy, safe and wise. And I hope, wish, pray that all of you are obedient to your parents and are concerned about your salah. Faiza Nadeem here with your English lessons. स्कूल जाओ, रेगुलरली जाओ, पढ़ो, एक अपना स्टडी स्केड्यूल बनाओ और उसको फॉलो करो. अब बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है ना इस क्लास में. तो व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू डू टुडे, आई एम गोइंग टू टेल यू दिस विद इन अ सेकेंड. सो विदाउट मच अडू, लेट्स स्टार्ट टुडेज लेसन. जी क्लास 10, क्या कह रहा है मेरा बोर्ड आपको? मेरा बोर्ड आपको एक कह रहा है कि हम करने जा रहे हैं बहुत सख्त inspirational motivational poem that is written by W.E. Hickson, and the name of the poem is Try Again. You can call this a poem as well, but I prefer calling it a poem because I have been calling it a poem since my childhood. So this poem, Try Again, is a motivational, inspirational poem that tells you that you must not be disheartened. You must not be in a depression or you must not be in distress if you don't succeed in your life. You must keep on trying because each failure brings you closer to the success. Because each failure is better than the other one. It's better, and you can have another urge, another motivation, another inspiration to work better, to work higher. Alright, and to be better than the previous one. This is the unit 3rd of your textbook, and the pages are from 27 to 36. So, what is the first thing that we do before we start the lesson officially? The first thing that we do is to translate the difficult words. आपको मालूम है कि आपको ट्रांसलेशन आती है. कोई भी स्टैंजा, कोई भी पैराग्राफ टेक्स्ट बुक के किसी भी यूनिट में से, और उस ट्रांसलेशन के मार्क्स होते हैं 4. यानी आपको 3 पैराग्राफ्स गिवन होते हैं. उन 3 पैराग्राफ्स में से आपने कोई से 2 अटेम्प्ट करने होते हैं और हर पैराग्राफ कैरी कर रहा होता है 4 मार्क्स ईच. टोटल 8 मार्क्स इन ऑल. सो इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू ट्रांसलेट ईच एंड एवरी पैराग्राफ of each and every unit of your textbook. इसीलिए हम सबसे पहले करते हैं ट्रांसलेशन. मैं आपको तमाम मुश्किल अल्फाज के उर्दू में मायने बोर्ड पे लिख के देती हूँ और आपसे ये एक्सपेक्ट करती हूँ कि आप उनको अंडरलाइन करके अपनी टेक्स्ट बुक में कॉपी एंड पेस्ट कर लेंगे, और जब मेरा लेक्चर ख़त्म होगा तब आप उसको कम्प्लीटली ट्रांसलेट करके अपनी नोटबुक में नोट डाउन कर लेंगे. एक दफ़ा जब आप ये ट्रांसलेशंस कर लेंगे बेटा, तो उसके बाद आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी 4 on 4 मार्क्स लेने में. ठीक है, तो लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द ट्रांसलेशन बिफोर आई स्टार्ट टुडेज लेसन. द फर्स्ट वर्ड इज हीट, तवज्जो देना. सक्सीड, कामयाब होना. अपेयर, नजर आना. खर्च, दलेरी. परसीवर, साबित कदम रहना. फियर, खौफ खाना. कॉन्कर, फतह करना. प्रिवेल, पर गालिब आना. स्ट्राइव, मेहनत करना. डिसग्रेस, शर्म की बात. दो, अगरचे. रेस, दौड़. केस, मामला. रिवॉर्ड, सिला. फोक, लोग. पेशेंस, सब्र. व्यू, नजारा. Alright, so these are all the difficult words of your lesson and their translation in Urdu. आपने क्या करना है, फटाफट टेक्स्ट बुक का पेज नंबर 28 खोलना है, क्योंकि 27 तो आपका डिस्क्रिप्शन है. 28 पे ये पोएम आपकी लिखी हुई है. आपने फटाफट वर्ड्स को अंडरलाइन करना. आई होप द बोर्ड इज क्लियर टू यू. और आपने अंडरलाइन करके उनके डिफिकल्ट वर्ड्स जो हैं, उनके मायने उनके ऊपर लिख देने हैं, और इसके बाद आपने पोम की ट्रांसलेशन कर लेनी है. घबराना नहीं है. यूजुअली पोम्स ट्रांसलेशंस में नहीं आती, बट व्हाई टेक रिस्क. ठीक है. मोस्ट ऑफ द मीनिंग्स वी ऑलरेडी नो. कई दफा ऐसा होता है कि हमारे दिमाग में वो वर्ड नहीं आ रहा होता, तो इसलिए बेहतर ये होता है कि हम एक दफा उसको नोट डाउन कर लें, एक दफा राइट डाउन कर लें, ताकि हम वो वर्ड पढ़ सकें, ताकि हम उसको टाइमली ट्रांसलेट कर सकें. ठीक है. दैट्स ऑल फ्रॉम दिस बोर्ड. ठीक है. अब मैं आपको फर्दर वन स्टेप अब जाती हूँ. मैं आपको पोम रीड करती हूँ, उसका मेन आइडिया और पैराफ्रेजिंग करके देती हूँ. ठीक है. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट द रीडिंग एंड एक्सप्लेनेशन ऑफ द पोम. जी बेटा, what is the board telling you? It's telling you that we will do the main idea and the paraphrasing of the poem. Try again. This poem does not have a glossary, so we are not doing glossary before paraphrasing the poem. Paraphrasing the poem का सबसे पहला जो पार्ट होता है वो होता है रेफरेंस. यानी आपने अपने एग्जामिनर को ये बताना होता है कि who is the author of the poem, who is the poet basically, and what is the name of the poem. ठीक है. तो आपका जो रेफरेंस है उसको आप कैसे लिखेंगे? आप लिखेंगे कि these lines have been taken from the poem Try Again written by W.E. Hickson. ठीक है. ये आपका रेफरेंस होगा. जितने भी स्टैंजास आप इस पोएम के करेंगे, हर स्टैंजा का रेफरेंस यही होगा. ये रेफरेंस कैरी करता है 2 वेरी इसेंशियल मार्क्स. ठीक है. सो डू नॉट फॉरगेट टू राइट दिस. पोम बहुत आसान होती है. जब भी आप पढ़ो ना तो आपको अंदाजा हो जाता है कि ये इस पोम से ली गई है ये लाइंस, और आपको ये भी पता होता है, ये तो बेसिकली वैसे रोट लर्न करना होता है कि हु इज द पोएट और द राइटर ऑफ द स्पेसिफिक पोम. So I'm not going to do the main idea first, I'm going to do the paraphrasing first. ठीक है. पोम आपकी स्क्रीन पे पॉप आउट हो जाएगी. जैसे जैसे मैं पढ़ूंगी वैसे वैसे पॉप आउट हो जाएगी. सबसे पहले आपका फर्स्ट स्टैंजा को जब आप पैराफ्रेज करेंगे, जो कि आपके एग्जाम पेपर पे 5 मार्क्स कैरी कर रहा होता है, तो उस पैराफ्रेजिंग का सबसे पहले आप देते हैं रेफरेंस. ठीक है. और वो रेफरेंस मैंने अभी अभी आपको एक्सप्लेन कर दिया है. उसके बाद जो आपकी हेडिंग आती है वो है एक्सप्लेनेशन की. तो व्हाट आई विल डू नाउ, आई विल रीड द पोम एंड आई विल एक्सप्लेन द पोम टू यू. ओनली स्टैंजा 1 फर्स्ट. ठीक है. इट्स अ लेसन you should heed. Try again. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Then your courage should appear. For if you will persevere, you will conquer, never fail. Try again. Okay, what you will say is that in this specific stanza, the poet is basically inspiring us or motivating us to keep on trying again and again. We should never lose face in front of defeats. We should never lose heart in front of every defeat. But we should persevere. Persevere का क्या मतलब होता है? साबित कदम रहना. So we should persevere and we should learn from our defeats, and we should have this motivational essence, this motivational power, this motivational thought inside our minds to keep on trying again and again. If we will not keep on trying again and again, then beta we will not succeed in life, right? So this is the paraphrasing of stanza 1. Let's move on to stanza 2. If you are going to paraphrase stanza 2, your first line will be definitely your reference, and your reference is these lines have been taken from the poem Try Again written by W.E. Hickson, right? And the paraphrasing. I'm going to read from once or twice, right? Once or twice, though you should fail, if you would at last prevail, try again. If we strive, it's no disgrace, though we did not win the race. What should you do in that case? Try again. Alright, if we are striving, if we are working hard, if we are putting in all our effort, it's not shameful. It's not disgraceful. It's not something that you should be ashamed of. What you should do is to pull up yourselves, is to be vigilant, is to be on your toes and have this thing in your mind that if somebody else can do it, why can't I? Alright? And if you will lose the race once, what you need to do is to practice more, is to have this in your mind that no, I am not going to lose again. I've lost, I've learned my lesson, and then I'm going to move forward, move upwards, move towards a better place. And I am going to try again. And inshallah, the next time I will win. Next stanza, stanza 3. Again, your reference will be, these lines have been taken from the poem Try Again, written by W.E. Hickson. And I'm going to read the third stanza. If you find your task is hard, try again. Time will bring you your reward. Try again. All that other folk can do, why with patience should not you? Only keep this rule in view. Try again. In this stanza, the poet is saying that if others can do it, why can't you? If others can make it this far, why can't you? You should never lose hope. You should never give up. You should keep on striving. You should keep on struggling with perseverance. And then, one day, you'll be on the top, right? The writer is saying that fate will bring you your reward. Luck will bring you the award that you are waiting for. You're working hard to get something. That something will eventually fall upon your feet. But unless and until you will try. If you will not try, you will not get what you want. If you will try once and you will lose your heart and you will say, oh, I have lost my heart, I am not going to win this race, then better you will not win the race. If you will not lose your heart, and if you will think that if the other person can do it, so can I, then fate will bring upon you whatever you have wished for, whatever you have dreamt of, whatever you have wanted, right? So keep on trying again and again in order to get what you want. This was the explanation, paraphrasing and reading of the poem. Let's move on to the main idea. I have written the points of the main idea on the board. I want you to read them with me. The main idea of the poem, if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. If you don't succeed, then dust yourself off. You have fallen down, right? You have hurt yourself. Dust the failure off from your shoulder. Stand up and try again. Every person has a power to accomplish his or her goals. Alright, you have a power to accomplish your goals, to win, okay? You can try again and again in order to win whatever task that lay in front of you. Sometimes it is hard and sometimes we do not succeed. So sometimes it is hard to win the competition. Sometimes we do not succeed. But remember this, that a child first crawls and then walks on 2 feet and then run. So if you will think of your loss as the crawling stage of your life, then one day you will run towards your destination, towards your goal. Effort leads you to success. Giving up once means giving up all your life. If you will give up once in your life, then you are going to give up at each and every point of your life. So do not give up. Do not give up. Work hard. Strive. Put in a lot of effort so that you can win. Great people did not become great without hard work and perseverance. Great people had overcome toil and hard work in their life in order to become what they have been now, in order to become what they are now, right? This idea is expressed by the poet W.E. Hickson in his poem Try Again, right? So you can have this entire paragraph in continuous handwriting, or you can add your own ideas and expressions and write down the main idea of the poem. Alright, this was the paraphrasing, explanation, the main idea of the poem. Let's do to the vocabulary exercises. Let's do the vocabulary exercises. Let's go on to what the vocabulary has brought for us. जी बेटा, vocabulary on the board, ठीक है? आपका जो एक पार्ट है vocabulary का, उसने आपको कहा था कि words और उनकी meanings दे दें. Words मैंने बोर्ड पे लिख दिए हैं, meanings मैंने बोर्ड पे लिख दी हैं. आपको रीड करती हूँ और वर्ड्स के सेंटेंसेस कंस्ट्रक्ट करके सुनाती हूँ. आई एम नॉट राइटिंग देम ऑन द बोर्ड, आई वांट यू टू राइट देम ऑन योर ओन. ठीक है, हर चीज स्पून फीड नहीं होती, सेंटेंसेस खुद से लिखते हैं. और ये पता है कि सेंटेंसेस जो होते हैं वो 5 मार्क्स कैरी कर रहे होते हैं. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस, ये वोकैबुलरी आपके ऑब्जेक्टिव पेपर का पार्ट होती है. ठीक है, ऑब्जेक्टिव पेपर में ये वोकैबुलरी किसी भी तरीके से आ सकती है. So you should keep this in your mind and you should pay attention towards the sentence construction and the meaning of each and every word that is written in your textbook, right? The first word is heed, pay attention. A successful student always pays heed to the instructions of his parents and his teachers. And the sentence of the meaning, pay attention, we should always pay attention during our lectures in the school. Persevere, इसका मतलब है persist. ठीक है, with hard work and perseverance we can achieve the most difficult targets. ठीक है, and persist. His nature persisted him to keep on working hard and winning the task or winning the goal eventually. Strive means attempt. We must strive hard in order to gain the best in the world, alright, and attempt. If we do not succeed at the first attempt, we must try again and achieve the target eventually. Case and instance. The case was put up in the court in front of the judge. Instance, the police arrived at the same instance when the accident had taken place. Patience and tolerance. Patience is one of the virtues of a Muslim which he should not lose at any point in life. And tolerance, the lesson of tolerance has been taught to us by Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who is the example, the first example of tolerance. ठीक है, अब आपका क्वेश्चन नंबर बी जो था वोकैबुलरी एक्सरसाइज का, वो आपसे ये कह रहा था कि आपने यहाँ पर सिनोनिम देने हैं. सिनोनिम क्या होते हैं? सिनोनिम वो वर्ड होते हैं जो सिमिलर मीनिंग्स रखते हैं. ठीक है, सिनोनिम हरगिज मीनिंग नहीं होती. सिनोनिम वो वर्ड होता है जो उस वर्ड की एग्जैक्ट मीनिंग रखे. ये भी आपके ऑब्जेक्टिव पेपर में आता है. वो कहते हैं डैश इज द सिनोनिम ऑफ दिस वर्ड, और वो आपने नीचे आपको MCQs में मल्टीपल चॉइस ऑप्शंस में दे दिया जाता है. ठीक है, तो ये सिनोनिम्स आपके पास दो तरीके से आ सकते हैं, एक आपके सेंटेंसेस और एक आपके MCQs. करेज, मेटल. ठीक है, वी मस्ट वर्क हार्ड and face every problem with courage. Metal, her metal has led her to win the hardest of the tasks, to complete or to finish. Conquer. Genghis Khan or Genghis Khan wanted to conquer the entire world. Overcome. You must overcome your inner traumas in order to succeed. You must overcome your inner fears in order to succeed in life. Disgrace. His attitude has brought disgrace to the family. and insult. We should never use insulting remarks in front of an adult, or rather, we should never ever use insulting remarks towards our colleagues, peers, friends, or children. Hard. It was definitely a very hard sum to solve and difficult. The most difficult questions were given in the exam paper. Reward. Hard work always results in the best rewards and award. The winner of this specific race will be given an award for his agility and speed. Alright, so I've given you sentences of all the words and their meanings and synonyms. Let's quickly recapitulate today's lesson. What did we do? We started our chapter 3 of the textbook, Try Again. It's a poem which was written by W.E. Hickson. We did the vocabulary and translation of all the difficult words. Then I had read the poem and done the paraphrasing, given you the main idea, and did the vocabulary exercises of the poem. I hope that you have done it all in your notebooks side by side with me. If you have not, then do it now before you do any other work. Do it now in your notebooks before you start any other objective or any other paper. Faiza Nadeem is signing off now. We will meet again inshallah in the next lecture. By that time, it's Allah Hafiz from my part. Take care, be healthy, be safe and study. Allah Hafiz.